Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Ranadive. Title of the speech, Empathy. Empathy, Toastmaster Ranadive.
Always be careful to think, feel and act towards others. For in doing so, we are creating a situation of right action, feeling and thought towards ourselves. Mr. Contest Chair, respected guests, judges and my dear fellow Toastmasters, warm good evening to you all.
Good evening.
What is empathy? Is it similar like sympathy? The word empathy to me brings me a name in my mind above all others, and that is Mother Teresa, whose sympathy for the fellow human beings was beyond comparison. She lived and died for others, and today, no wonder why we remember her as Saint Teresa. To let you know more about empathy, let me tell you a story which happened 16 years ago when I was a teenager. I was brought up in a pleasant atmosphere. Friends were my integral part of my life. When I was studied at 11th standard, most of my classmates had bicycle. I really felt shame without a bicycle. Even my girlfriend asked me, Rana, why don't you have a cycle? Which wondered me a lot. I decided to have a cycle. I went to my father. After so much of persuasion, he arranged me a beautiful cycle. I really liked the cycle very much. And I felt like I achieved something great in my life. But happiness never lasts long. Difficulty is always searching for you. My dear fellow Toastmasters, I was not exception to this. My much needed cycle was stolen. This incident upset not only me, but my friends also. They were accompanying me in search of my cycle. The tense ambience of mine and friend circle reduced a bit when we met our neighbor next day. He came to us and told, Rana, last night I saw a person who was riding a cycle which was very similar to yours. But at that time, I didn't have slightest thought that it could be yours. After I heard that, I was really happy. I asked him, really? Did you saw his face clearly? Can you recognize him? While we are having this conversation, our neighbor saw the same person on the other side of the road. Neighbor started shouting and running after him. The person also started running. We too followed them. At the end, we caught the person. The person was surrounded by us. I shouted at him, where is the cycle? Where did you keep it? Straight away tell me. Why are you asking me about your cycle? He pretended as if he is innocent. You don't know anything about the cycle. Then again I shouted, if you didn't do any mistake, then why did you run? He did not reply anything. He just kept silent. From his attitude, I understood that he was lying. The hot situation, I was not able to control myself. I slapped on his face very hardly. Even my friends also started hitting him. As if persons eating food after so many days of starvation. This melted the ice. He started crying. No, please, don't beat me. I only stolen your cycle, it is in my hut. We followed him. After some time, we reached his hut. He showed his hut, which is made up of some rags and torn plastic sheets. Myself and friends eagerly entered into his hut to take back my cycle. Inside the hut, I saw a person who was lying on the floor. That seems to be his father. Looked like bedridden for a few months. Next to him, one lady was sitting. That seems to be his mother. Looked like starving for food. Other two members were his younger and elder brother. They were mentally and physically challenged. one of his brother was playing with my cycle. I understood that that boy was very happy because of my cycle. When that brother saw us inside his hut, very happily ran towards us and hold my finger and started pulling me towards the cycle. Come on, mom. Come on, see my cycle. I like this cycle very much. My brother bought this cycle for me. After I heard that, we were shocked. We were speechless. We didn't know what to do further. I understood that that boy was very happy only because of my cycle. Then I decided not to take back that cycle. I left the person and cycle inside his hut and we came out. And I regretted a lot because of the situation of that boy who was very similar to our age. At that time, we were enjoying our life like anything. But the boy was struggling for his life as well as his family members' needs. My dear fellow Toastmasters, at that moment, the feeling, what we experienced is called empathy. This is not similar like sympathy. This is more than a sympathy. Understanding the feelings of others, thinking and feeling like other individual. Though I lost my much-awaited bicycle, but what I gained in return was priceless, and I still carry that priceless gift with me. So we should have empathy for others, not only for poor and downtrodden, but all fellow human beings. Because if we don't have empathy, then we don't have anything at all. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters and friends, practice empathy, pursue empathy, then you will see the world differently. What do you want to see?